Hi, I'm Italo Labignan. I love to fish. As a matter of fact, I've been producing and hosting fishing TV shows for 35 years. I'm a fish and wildlife technician by degree, so I'm very familiar with fish and wildlife, but the thing that I'm most familiar about is fishing equipment. I've worked with many different companies over the last 3 decades, and I've really learned the things that work and the things that don't work.
Hi, Benjamin Reubeni here. 30 plus years experience engineering, tool and die making, and now I own and run a machine shop. We've produced our own brand name for our handcrafted float fishing reels, bare float reels. It was only a natural course now that we evolved into spinning reels.
Spinning reels are the most popular fishing reels anywhere in the world. Over the years, though, I've noticed that there are a lot of improvements that could be made on a spinning reel design. Some has to do with the actual contents of the reel, the way they're put together and the materials that are used. Others have to do with actual structural issues. And Ben and I have been working together for many years, and we're very good friends. We fish together, socialize together, and we put our expertise together to really develop a reel that sets a new bar, a new standard in fishing.
Traditional spinning reels is a 100-year-old design that really hasn't changed. Yes, some aesthetics have improved, but the actual physical attributes of the reel hasn't changed. And we've identified a couple of problem areas, and we set out to fix them, and I think we did quite well. One of them being wind knots. Wind knots are a common issue that tangle up inside your spool and lead to all kinds of casting issues and even tangles later on. We developed a smooth transition drag knob over the top, so the line, as you close the bail, it just slides right off, thus almost eliminating wind knots. The second thing we did is improve the lead-off edge of the spool during a cast. What we noticed, the traditional 90-degree edge of the spool, as the line hits it, we would see a big flare loop of line coming out. So loss of energy, flaring out, and then loss of energy with friction to taper through to the first guide. With our new sleek transition radii, the spool diameter, the spool line comes off almost the same diameter as the spool.
The other improvement that we've made to our spool is we've heavily ported the skirt of the spool. This is important for venting because when you're fishing and you're casting and retrieving, the lines, whether they're monofilament or these new braided line technology, they pick up water. And the water will accumulate on the spool. And in saltwater, that can be an issue because the salt can accumulate underneath the spool and can get into the gear system. Also, when you go to cast, if you have a lot of water on the spool, your cast efficiency is decreased. So by venting the spools, a lot of that water flies off when you make your cast, making for much more efficient and long distance casting.
We spent considerable time and effort put into this design to make a saltwater worthy reel. And that included the exterior finish, especially on the spool. Nickel plating 1 thou thickness gave us that salt protection that we needed, and now a new finish that we've just come across, zinc nickel, which is traditionally used for submarine plated parts and satellite components in outer space, just finished off our reel perfectly.
When you see one of the boom reels, you hold it in your hand, you feel the quality. Right from the body of the reel to the handle knob that's ideal and ergonomic when you're reeling in, to the balance of the reel. And then we've also done something that a lot of spinning reels don't have. We've removed the spring system in the bail arm that makes you actually flip the bail over manually, which is very easy. You never have spring failure, and it always ensures that the line goes on the roller when you start picking up the line after the cast. We haven't reinvented the wheel, but we've really improved on one.
Being a saltwater worthy reel doesn't mean just using it in saltwater. You can use it in fresh as well. However, making it for saltwater and in its variable sizes 1, 2, 3, and 4 will fit every angler's possible need worldwide.